Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, March 23rd, 2011. I'm Eric Shiner with Right Now on CNSnews.com. Today it's time for the game daffy-nitions. That's right, where we give you the word and take a look at some of the wacky ways people define it. Let's start off with President Barack Obama's budget as he defines it.
What my budget does is to put forward some tough choices, some significant spending cuts, so that by the middle of this decade, our annual spending will match our annual revenues. We will not be adding more to the national debt.
But the Congressional Budget Office defines the president's budget as a mountain of federal debt, saying federal debt held by the public would double under the president's budget, growing from $10.4 trillion at the end of 2011 to $20.8 trillion. That's 87% of the GDP at the end of 2021. Matt Cover has the details. Moving on to our next definition, how would you define the $100 billion in budget cuts that Republicans are proposing? Well, we know how House Democratic Whip Steny Hoyer defines them.
I voted against H.R. 1. I thought it was simply a meat-axe approach without any consideration of priorities.
Just in case you were wondering, that is not how the dictionary defines meat-axe. I double-checked for Steny's sake. Chris Goins' story has all the meaty details. Some may argue that the federal budget is simply going to hell in Washington, but if you have hell defined by country singer Garth Brooks, hell could be defined as the Oval Office.
You know, I think what President Obama is finding out is all that we want to do. The system kind of doesn't allow the most powerful guy in the world to kind of do his job. And I'm sure nobody's more frustrated than him to complete those promises that he did. And I think he's trying his heart out. I love him to death, and I fully support him. And I just wish him well, because it's got to be hell in that office.
Nicholas Balassi has enough information to fill a 10-gallon hat in his story. Check it out. We invite you to define getting informed as clicking around right here, right now on CNSnews.com.